We are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of Major League Baseball. A good matchup here for you tonight between the Minnesota Twins and the Boston Red Sox. J.D. Martinez, the American League's leading hitter, continues his bid at a batting title right after this. Martin Perez will be on the mound for the series opener. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, we're going to get a chance to look at a guy that he's a little bit up and down throughout points of his career. A career ERA just over 4. When he's good, he can be really good. And when he's bad, well, let's just say he can be pretty bad at times. But it'll be interesting to see which one we see. He's a little bit. Jekyll and Hyde. Hopefully he's going to be a little bit more Jekyll than Hyde in this one here today.
First of 4 here on this Monday night as the first pitch of the game is over for strike 1. Guys, this Red Sox ball club entering play here tonight. Despite that loss last time out, they've been one of the hottest teams around, winning 8 in a row before that.
Yeah, Matty V, what we're seeing there is a team, D-Row. They're starting to put the gas pedal down right now. They're starting to get some length in this division.
Yeah, this team's playing well. They're playing with confidence. You can tell guys are walking to the plate with a swagger. Their pitchers are taking them out and executing pitches down and away. This is a good ball club.
And not a bad night for baseball, and even 70 degrees here at game time. The 1-2. Little chopper back to the mound. And with his speed, forget it. It's an infield single.
Hey, I know everybody was on their toes right there from the pitcher to the defensive side. Leadoff hitters are known for this. Find ways to beat the ball into the ground and beat it out and get on base. Now they have to keep him in check. Let's see if they hold the runner close.
At the plate, Jorge Polanco, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike 1. He'll enter play here with an average of .314, a dozen home runs, and an even 70 RBIs. 0-1 count and the pitch. Perez has a reputation as a strike thrower, although that doesn't often result in a ton of strikeouts. A typical start may find him with a low walk total and the ball in play a lot. Buxton gets his lead at first, nobody out. Out in front there as this one's pulled off to the left side. Popped him up. Peraza has a play. He's got it 1 away. And now here's a look at the Minnesota Twins starting lineup. Dan Plesac, who are you focused on?
Well, I'm a little concerned with the play of Byron Buxton right now. In the last 10 games, he's hitting under .250. He's a guy they need to hit a lot better than that because he's a big part of this ball club.
Into the box now, Luis Arias. Pitch swung on and missed. The throw is not in time as he just gets in ahead of the throw.
Good steal of second there, and that really sets up the middle of this order to drive in a run and break this scoreless ball game. always great if you can score first early in the game.
Not close with the off-speed pitch taken for a ball.
Interesting sequence of pitches right there. A real ugly swing on a ball away, and it looks like the batter has a much better idea of what he's looking for after that second pitch.
In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Runner at second here with 1 man out. Swung on, but fouled off to the left. Now a cutter, but that's in the dirt for a ball.
Man, this guy's a grinder. Fouls off good pitches and doesn't seem to swing at the ones just off the corner. This guy's a pitcher's nightmare.
And it's up to a 3-2 full count now.
You would think in this situation, maybe with a base open, he'd just pitch around him and put him on first. But not with the guy in the on-deck circle. He's going to attack this hitter.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Hit weakly back to the mound. On to first, and there are 2 down.
The third baseman, Miguel.
Now batting, Miguel Sano. Coming into this one, his season home run total tops in the American League.
You know, D-Row, we're into the summer right now, and this guy's power's been off the charts. Looks like he's going to be able to do this all season long.
I think he is, Dan, and the ball's going to start flying now. Weather's starting to warm up in certain parts of the country. We're getting into the middle, late part of summer. You're going to see some epic home runs down the stretch.
That just misses off the inside for ball 1. Two-out base runner aboard in the top of the first. Drilled down the line, but a foul ball. 1-1. One and one. Here it is. Change of speed there, but it's taken for a ball. 2-2. Time for a look at the umpires working this one. Behind the plate is Daryl Parker.
Well, D-Row, Daryl Parker behind the dish, and you never really know what you're going to get from this guy.
Yeah, sometimes, and I'd hate to be mean and say he flips a coin back there because...
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that... Kenta Maeda gets the call for game 1 of the series. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, Matty, we're getting a chance to look at a guy that's really struggled lately. ERA over 9 in his last 3 starts, and he has to do a lot better. This guy isn't that bad of a pitcher, but one of the keys, he needs to start limiting the number of hits and to limit the number of base on balls. It'll be interesting to see if he can turn things around in this one here today.
Striding into the box, Kevin Pillar. First at bat for him as he enters play 3rd in the American League batting race.
There's no way you could have forecasted this kind of season from this guy. Not to take anything away from him, but I don't think many people in baseball considered him to be one of the league's best hitters for average coming into this year.
And guys, as we take a look at the Twins at the start of play here tonight, they'll look to make it 3 straight here as they come in on the heels of 2 straight wins.
Yeah, guys, after the first 4 games on this road trip, they find themselves 2-2, kind of par for the course. But they got to find a way to play a little bit better today, kind of turn the tide and get it working in a positive direction.
Previous head-to-head matchups with Kenta Maeda, he's just 2 for 9. 2-1 now to the Boston leadoff hitter. Three and one now as that misses down and in.
Having a little trouble finding the zone to start the night. It's always deflating to walk the leadoff guy in the game, so we'll see if he can initiate some contact here.
And it's up to a 3-2 full count now.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
And he takes ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here in the home half of the first in a scoreless ball game.
And don't forget, he lost his last time out, so he wants to get off on the right foot here. The last thing he wanted was to walk the leadoff man.
The left-handed hitting Andrew Benintendi stands in. First chance for him here with a man on following the leadoff walk. From the belt, kicks and deals. Line toward right center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. Oh, and the throw back in is a wild one.
Last pitch was a fastball. Tries to double up with the same piece of cheese, and it gets turned around. Nice piece of hitting.
And that'll bring up J.D. Martinez. He's had a phenomenal year at the plate, entering this August contest as the league's batting average leader.
I've never been in this position in my career before. I wonder if he's counting games down. You certainly want to walk away at the end of the year with a batting crown.
And this pitch is right down the middle, strike one. And with an average over the 300 mark in his last 10 games, he's showing no signs of slowing down as we begin winding down the regular season.
Yeah, with only a couple weeks left, this guy has given you months and months of production. Every time he strides to the plate, certainly looks confident and has been swinging a hot bat lately.
The 1-1 pitch. Base hit into right center. And now this is thrown wildly, just getting it into the infield. But luckily it doesn't get far enough away to allow the runners to advance. So he picks up another hit. First of the game, but as we've mentioned, it's just one of many so far this season for him.
Yeah, Matty, I know he's fighting for a batting title right now, but the consistency this guy has shown from start to finish this season has been awesome for this team. Talking to the manager before the game, he's the one guy when he walks in the clubhouse door, you know exactly what you're getting from him.
From the belt, the pitch.
1-0.
And with an average over 400 over his last few series, he's certainly making his case for the batting title here in August.
Yeah, and this is when you run down the competition. The dog days of August start creeping in. Sweltering heat out there, and you got to find a way to lock in. That's certainly what he's done over the last 10 games. Absolutely crushing the baseball.
Buxton is there. Let's see if they try it. And with only one away, no need to test it as he'll hold tight at third base. With that, here's how the hometown Red Sox line up in this one. Who's the one to watch, Dan?
Yeah, I'm pretty excited to get a chance to watch Sander Bogaerts do his thing. He's hit 8 home runs in his last 10 games. Did you hear me? That's 8 bombs in his last 10 games. Whatever you're doing, stop and watch this guy hit. He's been putting on a show.
Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. And though he's one of the league's best hitters to this point, the average has taken a dip over the last few series. He's sitting in the low 200s over his last 10 games.
Yeah, a lot of guys usually have peaks and valleys.
Meanwhile, this ball gets down. It's a base hit. 1 run scores. And he is in there.
Hey, one of the things you want to do, Dero, is strike early, and they've done just that with a big hit driving in, too.
Yeah, Dan, great to grab an early lead right there, especially when you could throw up a crooked number for your pitcher.
Rafael Devers the next to bat. As he'll take a look at a strike on the outside corner, it's 0-1. And while he's cultivated one of the league's best batting averages, the pace has slowed down ever so slightly in recent days. He's hitting under 300 over his last 10 games.
Yeah, he's running into the dog days right now, but over the last 10 games, he's almost at 300, and that's nothing to shake his stick at. Most guys would take that for an entire season. This guy has watched his average dip just a smidge over his last 10 games.
2 quick strikes, and now the 0-2. Struck him out. And now they'll likely need a base hit to get that runner home from third. And here's Jose Peraza as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. Another first inning RBI opportunity for him here. looking to minimize the damage here.
That's in. Ball 2.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be really aggressive. With 2 guys already on, pretty good shot. He's going to get a challenge pitch right here.
Runners at the corners, 2 men out. Popped up. Polanco is there, and the side is retired. So 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 left. 1 inning in the books here. It's the Red Sox 2 and the Twins nothing. All set for the start of the inning, and next to hit is the catcher, Mitch Garver.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Liner toward right center, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Hey, nice leadoff single to start the second right there. They're already down. They got to find a way to stay on the attack and get back in this game. We'll see how they play it here.
Max Kepler the next to grab a bat, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. He's running. Rolled slowly down the first baseline, and he'll just step on first here to take the Shure out.
Got it. 7.
All right, let's take a quick look at how the Red Sox set up on D today. And guys, one thing I want you to be mindful of in this one. We were here early, pregame, watching these guys take extra reps, ground balls, throwing the ball across the diamond, fly ball, shag, and this team has the highest fielding percentage in the American League, and the amount of work that goes in to playing stellar defense, and I think that's what makes this team really good.
And he comes in as a player to watch out for, hitting well over 300 on the season. A 1 pitch on its way. Think he held up in time, but that becomes moot as it's a called strike 2. Pulled toward right center field. Chasing after it is Bradley. He makes the play. Really had to hustle to get to that one. 2 gone now.
Batting in. The designated hitter, Nelson Cruz.
Coming to the plate now, Nelson Cruz, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. He's set, and the pitch.
That's a ball.
The 1-0. Lifted down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball. Now the 1-1 pitch. And that's off his leg on the mound. Fortunately, he's able to stick with it and get the out at first, and that'll put an end to the inning. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 man left aboard. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2. It's the Red Sox 2 and the Twins nothing. At the plate, Christian Vasquez.
Leading off.
He's set to lead off the home half of the second.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
First offering on its way.
Ball 1, no strike.
Swing and a miss as he ramps up on the fastball. 1-1.
This pitcher's bringing it with some high velo. You better get that front foot down early and get ready, or he's going to throw it right by you.
1-2 to the Red Sox catcher.
2 strikes.
Not likely to see a 4th fastball in this situation. I'm going to eliminate the fastball if I'm at the plate right here.
Breaking ball misses the corner. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
So you'd love for him to offer at that one, but the execution was flawless. Nice curveball that starts in the zone and breaks just out. Just a great take by the batter.
So he chased out of the strike zone on that one. Christian Vasquez is dealt with for the first out in the bottom of the inning.
Jackie Bradley Jr.
So here now is Jackie Bradley as he rips it on the ground to second. Scooped up. Throw just in time, and oh, that was awfully close. But hold on here now. They quickly requested some time to take a look at the replay, and they may decide to challenge that out call.
Yeah, definitely one of those bang-bang plays, and looking at it right here again, I still don't know if I can tell for sure. Going to be interesting to see what they...
Now an indication from the dugout is that they will not challenge the call on the field, so the runner is indeed out. Next up for the Red Sox, Kevin Pillar. No official at bat for him, but he has scored a run in this one. First pitch coming. Here it is.
Ball.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And maybe a little frustrated on the mound here as the fastball misses for ball 2 now. As mentioned earlier, he's put together one of the league's top batting average, although his pace has slowed ever so slightly in recent games, south of 300. Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. Down in order go the Red Sox. After 2, it's a 2-0 ball game.
Back now at Fenway Park, home of the Red Sox, who have certainly treated these fans to some impressive pitching so far this year. In terms of ERA and WHIP, they rank among the best pitching staffs in the league, leading some of the position players I talked with to sing their praises, while also emphasizing how happy they are to play behind them on defense instead of facing them in the batter's box. One of them told me, "Our guys are awesome on the mound. They keep us in every game, and they really work hard as a group to push each other to get better all the time. I really appreciate what they bring to this team." Sounds like a group that has earned a lot of respect around the league and from inside their own clubhouse.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. The windup and the 0-1. And right into the shift. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. And the throw pulls the first baseman off the bag, and he's safe at first.
Well, a part of me wants to applaud him for staying with it and making the throw, but after he bobbled it, he should have just eaten the ball and lived to fight another day. As it is, he gets tagged with an error, and a man is on base.
Back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring up the speedy outfielder Byron Buxton. First pitch coming. Here it is. Offered at and missed. Here's the throw. Is there, and he's out trying to take second.
Well, in my opinion, this one all came down to the catcher's footwork on that throw. That was just perfect. You have to use your feet to get your body into a good throwing position for an accurate throw. He did it just right, and he nabs another base runner.
Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. Popped up. Bogaerts is under it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
The batter, number 11, shortstop, Jorge Polanco.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring in Jorge Polanco to hit next. First delivery to him on the way. Hit sharply on the ground. Bogaerts has it. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Nothing doing here for the Twins. They trail things here 2-0. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and standing in the outfielder, Andrew Benintendi.
The left fielder, Andrew Benintendi.
Pitch on the way. Got him fishing that time. 0-1. Missed low and inside with it. 1-1. Now the pitch. Swing and a liner. And a base hit, so early trouble to lead off the inning.
Leadoff single to start the third right now. From an offensive standpoint, keep the aggressive at-bats happening. Keep the pressure on the defense. Everything's looking good right now.
Here's J.D. Martinez as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. He's ready. Here's the 0-1.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike. That's a ball.
That's a good take on a fastball out of the zone. Hey, I get it. He's looking for a ball to drive, but that ball was a little bit too far up in the zone. That's one you normally pop right up.
3-1 to Martinez. Three balls and 2 strikes to the DH for the Red Sox.
3-2.
Popped up. Donaldson moving to his left. 1 out.
The batter, number 2, shortstop, Xander Bogaerts.
So a runner at first with 1 man gone, and that'll bring up the power hitting shortstop Xander Bogaerts. From the stretch. Runners on first with 1 down. Well outside with the curveball for a ball.
That hook stayed up in the zone. You can see he struggled with that curveball early. He's trying to find that release point with his off-speed pitches. We'll have to see if he can find the feel for that thing moving forward.
Grounded down the third baseline, but this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2 is a fastball that misses.
That's the human element of the game right there. Umpires are going to miss a couple calls. It's the pitcher's ability to stay composed and grind that's going to make him successful today.
And it's fouled away. Just missed with the 2-2 count, and it runs full now.
Not a bad time right here to put that runner in motion. 3-2 count. You send the runner, and if it's a bad pitch, it's ball 4.
7th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Rosario is there. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
Now back, first baseman, Bobby Goldbeck.
Riding in once again, Bobby Dahlbeck. He was able to plate 2 with a base hit in his first appearance. He's set. Here it comes.
Ball. Count 1-0. Ball inside.
Now the 2-0. Takes this the other way to right. Kepler is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Red Sox leave 1, but they hold a 2-0 lead. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Luis Arias. He'll try to get it going here to begin the 4th.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
First baseman, Miguel Sano.
So 1 away here with the bases empty, and the next to bat will be the big third baseman Miguel Sano. First offering on its way. Line drive to left, and that finds the outfield grass for a base hit.
Dan, that can't bother you too much as a pitcher. Guys swinging first pitch.
Now, one of the things you want to do, D-Rose, you have to try to get ahead with the first pitch. You want to throw one of the first 2 pitches for strikes. Unfortunately, sometimes when you bring the ball in the strike zone, you're bound to give up some base hits, but hopefully he can minimize the damage here.
Into the box, Mitch Garver, and that'll get down for a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Boy, so frustrating as a pitcher. You make a quality pitch on the inside half of the plate right there. Try to bust him in, D-Row, and he fights it off the other way.
Yeah, you tip your hat to the pitcher right there. He executed his pitch, but nice job by the offensive player fighting. It doesn't matter what it looks like. A knock's a knock.
Against left-handed pitching so far this season, Kepler brings in a batting average resting just under .320, and the look to inch closer to that mark with a base hit here.
You want to talk about having a career season, Matty. This guy's batting average is through the roof, one of the best in the business, and maybe more importantly, his OPS is through the roof as well, which means he's doing it with damage. After fouling off the second one, I got to step out of the box, adjust my batting gloves, and tell myself there's no chance he's tripling up on that pitch.
Here's a looping fly ball out to right. Pilar moving in, but he can't get there, and this might tie up the game. And they are on the board as the run scores from second to make this a 2-1 game now.
Just some more of the same from him. He's been clutch all year with runners in scoring position, and he does it again here with a double. Tack on another RBI to his season total.
In now, Eddie Rosario, as he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball 1.
It's not easy to continue pounding the strike zone when you've given up 3 consecutive hits, but he has to trust that getting the ball down in the zone will get him an out.
A bullet to first base.
Now batting, designated hitter, Nelson Cruz.
So striding in, Nelson Cruz, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Just a tick behind for a strike. 1 run, 5 hits, and no errors in the ball game for Minnesota. Changeup gets him out in front for strike 2.
Just don't understand the game plan right here. Walking up to home plate, you had to think you could potentially be pitched around. But now you find yourself down 0-2, and it's a battle.
Ball 1 as he lays off below the zone. 1-2 pitch. He struck him out. In and out of trouble as the inning is over. A run for the Twins, and it comes on this RBI double. Bottom of the fourth coming up. It's the Red Sox 2 and the Twins 1. Just about set to go for the last of the fourth. But before we do that, here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. During the commercial break, I talked about the Red Sox offense with the Boston manager. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. It's still pretty early in the game, but they've seen a lot of pitches already, and he thinks the 2 runs they've pushed across so far is just the beginning, given the quality of the at-bats they're putting together.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. Ready to go in the bottom of the fourth. And that'll give way to the third baseman, Rafael Devers.
Third baseman, Rafael
First pitch coming. Here it is.
Devers.
They'll try and entice him with a high fastball, but he wouldn't commit. It's ball 1. Sneaks a fastball by him at the letters. It's 1-1. Fouled off. The 1-2. That's lifted the other way out to left. On the move is Rosario. He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the first out of the inning.
The batter, number 3, second baseman, Jose Peraza.
Digging in to try it again, Jose Peraza. He popped out in his first trip.
Yeah, I don't mind him trying to drive the ball in the air, but he can't collapse the backside, and that's exactly what he did in his last at bat. Look for him to stay a little taller and keep that upper half a little bit more over him.
The windup and the 0-1. Now a swing and a bouncing ball for the shortstop, Polanco. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
Now batter, the catcher, Christian Vázquez.
Stepping up to the plate, Christian Vázquez. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. Donaldson's there. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Red Sox go down 1-2-3 as they're unable to add to their 2-1 lead. Back now at Fenway Park, and here's Heidi Watney with a report.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Twins to discuss his thoughts on Minnesota's lineup so far. And he was very pleased with how little they're swinging and missing right now. They currently have more than 1 hit per inning, and looking at strikeouts, they only have 2. So far, the recipe for success has been to make contact early and often.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Josh Donaldson digging in now. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
The first baseman, Josh Donaldson.
Here's the first pitch to him. Bottom part of the zone. A good changeup gets the call. Nearly got the inside, but ruled the ball. Even at a ball and a strike. Here's the pitch. Fouled away. The 1-2. Gets him looking at the knees for the strikeout. Digging in once again, Byron Buxton. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. And the pitch. Fifth inning, 2-1 our score. Swinging a soft liner, and this will be taken in by the third baseman for the second out.
Now batting, the shortstop, Jorge Polanco.
So 2 are gone in the Twins' half of the fifth, and that'll bring in Jorge Polanco to hit next. Now here's the pitch.
Hey, this is a huge at-bat right here. This pitcher wants to end this inning and have 3, 4, 5 due up to start the next inning.
Now a swing and a miss, and things are not looking real promising here. Down 0-2.
Not much you can do with that one. Tied him up in knots.
Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2.
Boy, that's a good pitch right there. The old school guys would call that a little bit of chin music up and in. See if he can get him to move off the box a little bit.
Here's another 1-2. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. Fielded cleanly. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Down go the Twins in order. Our score remains 2-1. Stepping up now, Jackie Bradley Jr. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Center fielder, Jackie Bradley Jr.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And a strike called at the knees. 0-1. Now some action out in the Minnesota pen, as it looks like both a lefty and a right-hander are up to throw. 0-1 count. Here it comes.
Outside, that's the ball.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
And the pitch on 2-1. And just never could commit to the swing there, but he went around, and it's even now at 2-2. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone.
Great spot on that 2-2 fastball. You can't place it on the inside corner any better than that. And as a hitter, there's just not a whole lot you can do with that unless you're looking for it and time it just right. Love seeing a guy that can work the inside with his fastball.
So now to the plate, Kevin Pillar. As the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. And he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
It's been more than 2 innings since this guy's allowed anyone to reach base. He looks pretty unbeatable on the bump right now.
And he fouls this one off. The 0-2 once more is looked at for ball 1. 2 runs, 4 hits, and 1 error on the Boston line score. And a slider runs away from him there, and the count levels at 2-2.
Having a hard time putting this hitter away here. And when I was looking at the tape on him from his last start, this is what I saw a lot of. He's not closing the door on guys. And when that's the case, they eventually get a pitch that they can do something with.
Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. Another 2-2 offering. And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2.
These are the kind of ABs, regardless of the outcome, you go back to the dugout as an offensive player, and your teammates are loving on you for making that pitcher work and battling it out.
Line drive to left. That's his first base hit, making 1 for 2 now.
Boy, after that base knock right there, D-Roll, he extends his hitting streak to 7 games.
Yeah, and you can tell he's made some necessary adjustments at the plate. Anytime you're getting a knock every day of the week, you're doing things right. He's keeping that front shoulder tucked, staying inside the ball, not trying to do too much.
Has a look, now the pitch. And looks like he got the call there on the pitch inside. It's 0-1. From the belt, kicks and deals. And he pulls the string on the circle change, but it's taken for ball 1. And he comes back with a fastball, 1-2 now. Clearly trying to control the running game with the slide step here.
Yeah, that's a good way of trying to control the running game, Matt. The problem with it, though, it has a tendency to throw your command off because you're worrying about that runner on base.
Lifted the other way to left center. Chasing after it is Rosario. He gets there and makes the play for the second out of the inning.
Now batting, the designated hitter, J.D. Martinez.
To the plate now is the designated hitter, J.D. Martinez. 1 for 2 with a base hit back in the first inning of play. From the stretch. A little too much bite on the breaking ball that time as it's well off the outside. Swung on and hit pretty well out to deep left field. Rosario has to retreat to the track, but he has it to retire the side. One more look at the final out. A teeth rattler if ever there was one. Back with more Monday Night Baseball following this. At the plate, Luis Arias. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First offering on its way. Cut fastball taken for strike 1. And it's quickly 0-2. And he missed with it. It's 1-2.
Great arm action on that 2-strike changeup right there, but even better job at the plate to take that one.
Lifted down the line in left, and this will wind up a foul ball. Here he comes again, 1-2. Way inside with that one, a pretty easy take there. 3-2 pitch. Tough pitch to lay off, but he did, and it's ball 4, so the leadoff hitter's aboard to start the 6th.
Well, there's only a 1-run cushion to play with, so he's got to be upset after he walked the leadoff man here. Go-ahead run comes to the plate, and there are no outs. This could be a very interesting inning.
So the big bat of Miguel Sano digs in next. He was a strikeout victim his first trip and then collected a base hit his last time around. Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike 1. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. Hard hit ball to second. That's through, and he's now 2 for 3 in this one. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
You know, as a former infielder, Danny, they always say you can't be in 2 places at once, but you got to be a little frustrated right here that ball found the hole.
Yeah, that's a tough thing. You make a quality pitch and a guy shoots one through the right side, normally a vacated spot right there. 9 out of 10 times somebody's there to make that play. Unfortunately not, and now we've got a couple of guys on.
And that's inside for a ball, 1-0. Tough to do much with that one. A swing and a miss.
Good thing he didn't make contact with that pitch. Only thing he could do is probably get that on the ground. It could be a double play ball.
A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. Now a rocket deep down the line in left. Arias rounds the corner and is headed home. He comes across to score, and the Twins have tied it. It's a 2-2 game.
It's one of the beauties of playing in Fenway right there. Most places that's a double or a home run, but at Fenway you're coming out of the box thinking, can I make it to second? Because if it caroms and that left fielder fields it cleanly, you're dead to rights at second base. Man, that's a heck of a job to hold him in this single.
To the plate now, Max Kepler. Down the line and fair, that's a hit. And the go-ahead runs in to score as they break the tie. It's 3-2.
Boy, that has to feel good as a hitter, D-Roy. You get that base hit to give your team the lead. You have to feel good when you get down to first base.
Yeah, it's just a nice approach. You see him turn to his boys right there and get fired up with the dugout. 100%, not trying to do too much, able to quiet the moment down, center himself, and come through in a big spot.
Heath Hembree comes on now in an awfully difficult situation as there are 2 on here with nobody out. Standing in now, Eddie Rosario, as he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. Hembree was known as a short relief specialist, a guy who came in, got 1 or 2 big outs, but with the new pace of play rules, they're forcing a change for this right-hander. 1 ball, 1 strike, the count. The 1-1. On a line to shortstop.
The batter, the designated hitter, Nelson Cruz.
And that'll bring up the big stick of Nelson Cruz. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat.
And you can live with punching out with the bases empty, but in his last at-bat with 2 runners in scoring position, you cannot go down not putting the ball in play. Too much on the line, too many ribby opportunities out there to swing and miss in that spot.
Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Runners are at first and second with 1 away. And a slider bounces, and that gets away. So now 2 men in scoring position.
Man, that is such a wasted opportunity. 2 on, 1 out. Perfect situation to induce a grounder and get out of the inning, but instead he's wild and both runners advance, taking the double play situation away.
One and two. Fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the second time here tonight. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you see that ball as a hitter, you think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good high hard fastball.
Second and third, 2 away. Good break to that one, and he's in command, 0-2.
He's got a chance to ring up back-to-back Ks here, and that would be huge in this situation.
And a slider swung on and missed, and the side is retired. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a couple of men left. To the bottom of the 6th we go. 4, 5, and 6 coming up. The Twins are in front, 3-2. Fernando Romero enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th.
Number 77, Fernando Romero.
Bottom of the inning now, and stepping in the long ball threat, Xander Bogaerts.
Xander Bogaerts.
First offering on its way. Right through it here, and he's behind 0-1.
It's not easy to get your barrel to a pitch that high. That could be an effective location as long as he keeps it above the letters.
He's ready. Here's the 0-1. A bouncer to the left side, reined in. Throw on to first, and one shortstop grounds out to the other, 1 away.
Up next for the Red Sox, the first baseman, Bobby Dalbec.
Coming to the plate now, Bobby Dalbec. A hit in 2 tries so far. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And that one swung on and missed, 0-1. And here's a foul ball just off to the right as they get ahead of him here, 0-2. Romero, a native of the Dominican Republic. He's in his 3rd season as a major league player. 3-2's our score here in inning number 6. And the slider gets him swinging, 2 gone.
Classic slider, down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
Here now is Rafael Devers. He offers at it and sends a bouncer out to short. Scooped up, throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as the side is retired. Down in order go the Red Sox. Still a 3-2 ball game. Trevor Hildenberger is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 78, Trevor Hildenberger.
New inning set to get underway, and at the plate will be the speedy outfielder, Byron Buxton.
Byron Buxton.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Takes this the other way to right, and there's a base hit, so maybe some insurance here to lead off the 7th.
Now batting, the shortstop, Jorge Polanco.
Stepping in now, Jorge Polanco. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. The 1-0 home is swung on and missed, and that's strike 1. Now a move over to first, and he has to dive, but he's back in easily. Very tight ball game. 3-2 our score in inning number 7. A 1-1. Now he spins on one here and drives it to deep right field. Ranging back is Pilar. Gone! A 2-run blast to straightaway right field. Number 13 for him on the year. And just like that, it's now a 5-2 ball game.
I'm pretty sure he was too focused on the man at first, worried about the steal, and just made a mistake with that pitch. It's all well and good to control the running game, but you have to make sure it doesn't distract from your main job, getting the guy at the plate with the bat in his hands.
Into the box, Luis Arias, as the sinker to him finds the zone for strike one. No hits to this point. Here's the 0-1 pitch.
Nope, that's down.
Weak grounder back to the mound. Throw on to first, so a good comeback there as he gets the first out of the inning.
Now batting, third baseman, Miguel.
Here's Miguel Sano. 2 hits in 3 at-bats for him in this one. He's set and the pitch. Swing and a miss at a first pitch changeup. 0-1. Down the first baseline. And that's through for a hit. Around first, digging for 2. And now it'll rattle up against the wall. He hit the corner and tries for third. And he's going to make it easily. It's a stand-up triple.
Yeah, everyone knows this guy's been having a great year at the plate, but he's not exactly a gazelle on the bases. But he turns on the jets here and makes it all the way to third. He might need an oxygen tank, but hey, he made it.
Into the box now, Mitch Garver, as he'll watch a sinker here that misses. It's ball 1. Trying to keep it going. A perfect 3 for 3 thus far. That evens it up 1-1. From the stretch.
Looks like that bomb earlier in the inning kind of put this pitcher on the defensive. Not being very aggressive right now.
Little tardy on that swing as it's well wide of first. Full count, 3-2. Max Kepler will be next. 1 out and a runner on third. Sent on the ground out to second. Fielded cleanly. Throw will be to first for the second out, but meanwhile another run is in to score.
2 runs already home, and now you can make it 3. Good job right there of keeping it simple and putting the ball in play.
Striding in, Max Kepler. So far 2 for 3 in this one. He's set. Here it comes. 3 runs already home here. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. Swings through it for strike number 2.
In my opinion, one of the toughest pitches in the game to square up. Just a heavy sinker with good downward action.
The count now at 2-2. And it's fouled away. Now another 2-2. Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. Ripped down the first base line, but a foul ball as it holds it 2-2. Neither guy giving in. Here's the next one. Weak grounder down the line at third. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired.
Ladies and gentlemen,
But they strike for 3 in the inning. 2 on this 2-run home run. Get up and stretch. Home half of the 7th coming up. It's the Twins 6 and the Red Sox 2. Last half of the 7th here, and set to go is the second baseman, Jose Peraza.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Ball 1 to start the at-bat. The 1-0.
Ball in.
Even though this guy's a righty hitter, he's going to get pounded with that two-seamer. He needs to make sure he catches this thing out front if he sees that pitch again.
Too tight with that one. 3-0. Christian Vasquez is on deck. Here it is, the 3-0.
Hey.
In there for a called strike. 3-2 now.
Hey, it looks like this guy's going to work in the upper part of the strike zone. It'll be interesting to see if this lineup can adjust to the way he pitches.
Smoked on the ground up the middle, and this will find its way into center field for a leadoff single.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dan. Sent it back right where it came from.
okay.
So now to the plate, Christian Vasquez. As he takes a called strike on the black, it's 0-1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. And he watches one dip low and inside for a ball. 1-1.
All you want is the leadoff man to get on to start a big inning. Maybe get a big rally going to claw your way back into this ball game.
Check swing. No swing, says the home plate umpire. Ball 2. Here's the 2-1. Now a ball fouled down the right field line out of play, so that'll move the count to 2-2 now. Nobody out, runner on first. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. Now the payoff pitch home. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Step on the bag for 1. On to first, and that's the very last thing they needed at this point in the ball game, as there are quickly 2 away now.
Now batting, center fielder, Jackie Bradley Jr.
So base is empty now after the double play. And coming forward, the veteran outfielder, Jackie Bradley Jr. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Line to the right side. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. Nothing doing for Boston. They still trail here. It's 6-2. Josh Taylor is on his way into the ballgame now as he'll be making his 50th appearance of the year.
Number 72, Josh Taylor.
Standing in, Eddie Rosario. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here.
Yeah, Matty, but as he walks to the plate right here, he feels good building off that last AB. He hit that ball on the screws.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. A ball and no strikes.
Wanted to get the front door curveball on the inside corner there, but it backed up a little and stayed off the corner.
1-0 count. Here it is. Pulled toward right center field. Pilar moves to his right and puts this one away in the alley for out number 1.
Now batting, designated hitter, Nelson Cruz.
Here's Nelson Cruz now. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. First pitch on its way. Swinging a ball hit on the ground. And there are 2 away now.
Well executed two-seamer on the outside corner that time, and that's what you'll get a lot of with that pitch. He rolled right over it.
Now to the plate, Josh Donaldson. He went down on strikes last time up.
Yeah, and he didn't put up much of a fight either, Matty. Got to find a way. Can't go down 3 pitches. I don't care if you're staring at him or swinging at him. You have to find a way to make this pitcher work a little bit harder.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Oh, and that one's 8, 0-1. Oh, can't spot the cutter any better than that. 0-2 now.
Hey, this is an amazing inning right here. Attacking the zone, keeping his defense invested. Chance to get off the field super quick.
2 out, nobody on. Popped him up. Peraza has got it, and the side is retired. Twins are set down 1-2-3. They lead it 6-2. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Kevin Pilar. He's working on a 1 for 2 game so far. First delivery to him on the way. The 1-0.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Too much bite on the breaking ball that time as it's well off the outside.
Big sweeping breaking ball right there. Good pitch, but if he wants to get him to swing at it, he'll have to bring it in a little bit closer to the strike zone.
Good slider there, but laid off and called the ball low.
I'd be real surprised if he goes back out away there on the mound. This is a count for a fastball challenge, and we'll see if he's ready for it in the box.
Fastball is taken for a strike, and he runs it full 3-2. And this is taken here for ball 4. So the leadoff man's on base to kick off the home 8th.
I know one thing. He earned that free pass right there. He was tempted with some really good pitches, but he stayed disciplined and drew the walk.
Digging in, Andrew Benintendi. He flew out in his last at-bat. Here comes the first pitch. And he'll take strike one on the fastball, registering at 93 that time. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Lifted down the line in left. On the move is Rosario. Oh, and a great diving catch for the first out.
A terrific play on that ball into foul territory. Not an easy play in sacrificing your body on a ball that would have been foul if he wouldn't have been able to get leather on it.
Next will be the designated hitter, J.D. Martinez. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Now an off-speed pitch gets the outside. It's a called strike.
Hey, this guy's got an 89-mile-an-hour changeup. There was a time when 89 was a pretty good fastball.
Here comes the 0-1. Outside for a ball, 1-1.
Hey, this is a real pesky hitter right here. As a pitcher, you really like to keep this guy off the bases. This is a guy that kind of sets the tables for big innings.
Right field line. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Line drive to center field. And that's in there. Base hit. So that's his second knock of the game, and you can add this to his ever-growing list of multi-hit performances this season.
Does this guy ever